Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and I'm playing Sohoy, the crazed chosen one, chosen for his sociopathic dedication to destroying Heartless.
They're trying to figure out what this fight's about. It's JNESP.
I'm JNESP, and I kissed a girl and I liked it. A heartless girl, but still.
The question there is which
And I played
version of the
Jada,
word heartless is being used in that context.
The great Link Smith / memory.
I have some commentary, but I'm going to keep it quiet to myself.
He tried to break it up but failed. It's Zeiston.
Hello, I'm Zyson, and I'm going to get dinner.
Oh.
Apparently he didn't get food.
Zeiston.
Remember, there showed no data, so I was just like, okay, weird, but alright. I mean, I hope it's working well enough. Anyways, sorry about that. And last but not least, it's the cause of this whole thing. It's Crystal and Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystal Kitsune, and I am playing Lara, the Mystic. I almost said Linksmith.
You're also playing Lara, the Heartless.
And I'm playing a Heartless and a Nobody.
So that brings us to, as you know, we're playing Interstitial Logos once again. No updates. Recording is being done on our secondary show. In January we'll start posting some episodes, but I need to start editing, and we need to record more than just one thing. A little note on those is the sessions are going to be broken up into 2 parts. So they're going to be like about hour-long episodes coming out roughly every week, even though we will not be recording them every week. So just a little status update there. With that out of the way, last time, Lara was with Jafar, tried to kind of show him what was going on with Millen, but he insisted on having collateral and spliced her into a Nobody and a Heartless. Meanwhile, after causing a cartoonish fight in the barracks, Zeiston ran into one of Zetrix's teammates, Nell, whose personality I described as being Spinell from Steven Universe meets Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony meets Nora from Ruby. And all that chaos that entails.
AKA some of the best characters in the respected series.
Also, who happens to be wear an organization coat dyed
I also
hot
feel like
pink.
she meets a little bit of Harley Quinn, to be honest.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, I can see some Harley Quinn-esque in that description.
I mean, like, how much of it's Harley Quinn, how much of it is just the traits of Harley Quinn are also already in that mashup there. Like, I don't know if Harley Quinn actually adds anything that isn't already called out there.
Good point.
So, suffice to say, she's crazy. And pink.
In the most excellent of ways.
Pink in the most excellent of ways?
And she kind of does she uses the stop spells to kind of do the same stuff as like the stasis rune from Breath of the Wild. Sohoy kind of walked into the castle with Millen as this chaos was kind of just unfolding around them. They're just like, we're just gonna walk in. More or less.
With his boyfriend.
We're not discussing shipping right now. Oh, and actually I should mention how everyone got into the castle.
Except Millen is totally his boyfriend.
Speaking of not shipping, apparently when Lara showed up, she got split in half.
We said that already. But Zeiston rocketed in on an anvil. Nell threw Janox into the castle. Sohoy walked in, and Lara was already in there. But after a brief interlude of Jafar seeing Millen and Sohoy with nobody, Lara, they were brought back up to meet the released Heartless Lara due to the actions of Zeistin and Janox, who she proceeded to kiss passionately both of them, as she is pure id at this point.
I'm not sure if it's pure emotion or she just likes to kiss people.
I said id, like impulse.
Impulse.
I'm just saying, she might just like to kiss people. Sohoy should watch out.
Possible.
I don't think that's going to be your first impulse here, though, considering as soon as Sohoy saw the Heartless Lara strategic strike out at her, Zeistin tried and failed to...
He lost his mind just a little bit.
Yeah, tried and failed to stop the blow, but Sohoy basically struck the ground, and the floor kind of gave way, and you guys kind of went crashing down to a lower level, leaving the rest of them behind, and that's kind of where we're opening up.
It wasn't really my intention to blow up the ground, just to make a blast at the ground. But okay, but it happened. So there
Apparently,
we
it was apparently not a very sturdy stone floor where you smashed it. So
It
go. Well,
lets me
I
do-
did kind of blow up the floor with the magic. So
But yeah, so there was some fun stuff going on in Freefall, but as you guys kind of landed, I'm going to kind of describe where you guys have landed because I was kind of vague about that last week. But at first glance, it feels like a dungeon, but then you start seeing weirdly steampunky stuff here. Like you see like a giant like brass orangish pipes kind of going into here. You see a couple of vats holding a blue glowing liquid. If either of you were in your right minds right now, you would realize this looks very similar to a similar hidden lab you saw back in Agrabah. That's a plot thread I just remembered I had kind of left alone.
yeah. The stuff I knew what it was. It's like, oh no, this is one of Jafar's other laboratories, but Sohoy doesn't know. Sohoy and I differ on opinions and things.
Don't you just love that?
Yeah, so we kind of open up on them kind of pulling themselves up as everyone else on the upper floor is just kind of like, what the hell just happened? Including Lara, the nobody.
other Lara.
Lara X.
Laura X. Laura X antibody.
No, Lara.
I don't think you have.
The Lara
I don't think you have the bust to be a female X antibody design.
I don't know about you, but I think that was my favorite joke.
What joke?
Oh, just getting up to leave for after my introduction.
Oh, I thought you actually had to leave.
No, I did. I went to get ramen.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't think there was a joke. Actually, I just thought, oh, you just realized you had to.
No,
get
no,
your
that
food.
is the.
I mean, it could be both. It could be both. It could be both a joke and I actually want to get food.
It was supposed to be a joke because normally I wait till after the game to get food. So I was like, it might just be
you
funny if I
usually
get up
eat
and
after the
leave
game?
after my introductions.
You normally eat after the game?
Yeah, I normally eat after.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, he's
gotta
usually
remember,
asleep
this
right
is-
before the game, so
Good point. You do sleep. You have a very strange schedule, my dear.
So, what do you guys
And
do?
normally I hate leaving like during the game to like be like, oh, I'm gonna get food.
So yeah,
Anyway, sorry.
everyone but Sohoy and Heartless Lara is sitting up on the upper floor. So I'm gonna kind of quick before we kind of focus on the fight scene down below. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to say, what do you guys do? There's a hole in the ground. It goes down about.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. So having seen Sohoy jump into the fray and then immediately fall out, and him and the Heartless Laura falling, I look over and probably notice nobody Laura. Then I notice
License
that
went in,
rat.
jumped down after.
I don't know if I need to roll insight thing to recognize this rat. Do I know who this rat is? It's been a while.
I'm just gonna say, do you? Up to you.
Oh. I'm like, who are you? And
Her to freedom.
did you, what did you do to her? Why are there 2 squirrel girls here now?
Because we
I'm
had to beat
complaining.
up both Doctor Doom and Thanos.
No. Well, that would be really OP, but
So yeah. Anyways, Marvel jokes aside, she was intended to be kept in a cage and as collateral until such a time that the point was proven. The point was proven. I was going back to reconnect the two when this happened.
why'd you break her apart in the first place?
Collateral.
Asking the
It's
real-
not my
asking the
fault
real
that she's got a heart full of darkness.
Collateral for what?
You're not exactly a princess of light here. Let's be honest.
Nah, the
Like, yeah, I can see this.
I'm not arguing that. That's why it doesn't surprise me that there is a heartless Lara.
Everyone but
It's not
Sohoy
like
is just kind of like, no, it tracks. Sohoy is just like, kill.
Yeah, Sohoy's just like wide eyes, tiny pinpricks hunched over.
It's kind of funny that, and it's an interesting juxtaposition in this fight that Sohoy is the more feral of the two. In a thing like where you think
I mean,
like,
I had meant to say something about it, but I don't know if this includes him being suffused in darkness slowly or not.
if you want to, yes, then it is so. Otherwise, I have no specific plans.
Right. I'm not
Yes.
sure either. So
all right.
Now that I've heard this individual speak, maybe now I can put 2 and 2 together, though.
Also, the fact that there's a parrot here, and he's holding a snake staff.
Wait a minute. You're that guy from the desert, aren't you? What are you doing here?
I not have time to get. Not again.
Is this part of just some weird revenge plot against Lara for screwing over your plans of taking over the kingdom or whatever?
Yes, this is an intricate revenge plot that included making a giant hole in my floor.
yes, okay. As long as we're on the same page.
Well, how did you even break her in 2? That is none. Well,
Magic!
easy to pull off.
A wizard did it, and the wizard is me.
I mean, that's a pity joke.
He's so angry.
He has a hole in his library floor. His MO is trying to keep a low profile, and there's a hole in his floor.
Look, maybe we'll help patch up your floor if you can put these 2 back together. I point at nobody Lara, who's probably staring there pretty blank-faced. And then heartless Lara, who's probably in the middle of our conversation having a few small claims
No, who's in a hole?
with Radical.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I know.
she's in another room. You don't know where that is.
So, if you're fine, whatever. If you want to say it though, you should be going down there to stop that madman from destroying her. So I have pieces to put back together instead of interrogating me over this entire stepping mess.
You know, this is like every D&D game. Like,
I know. I like I say, I'm actually entirely fine with like Jafar being exasperated and such. It's like exasperated characters is something of a forte of mine.
No, this makes sense. This is more Janox trying to get clear about what exactly happens, and
I know,
didn't have a
it's
chance
just-
to really respond with the whole, oh, she's heartless now. Oh, she kissed me. That's sweet. Well, wait, why is there nobody over here? And why is she with that rat? And now all of a sudden, Sohoy went feral.
Yeah, no,
He
it's
has
more
a
of the
lot
fact.
process in a short amount of time.
Yeah, So we're gonna put a pin in what's going on with you because you spent a long time just talking, and we kind of the camera kind of follows Zeiston down as he kind of lands, in between as the two kind of finally kind of gotten their bearings. Lara Liss, what do you do?
Lara Liss?
Lara Heartless, Lara Liss.
We had decided on anti-Lara. Damn it.
Anti-Lara, yeah.
I haven't made my decision.
Alright, I'm just saying, like, are you... I'm just...
Okay, so basically I'm about to fight Sohoy.
Well, you're
pretty much,
basically
right?
pinned
It's
under Sohoy.
I'm saying, what
Sohoy
is-
is
Oh, right.
holding...
Right, that's right, I forgot about that.
So Sohoy had the advantageous position at the last one, so Sohoy is above you with the Keyblade directly at you.
Okay.
Probably
Do I have my
probably
Keyblade?
having a brief moment of lucidity.
Or at least like a shadow version of my Keyblade?
I don't know. That's one of the things
Honestly,
Anti
If I don't have a
have.
Keyblade, I have other weapons I can use. So that's why I just want to figure
Sure.
it out.
Yeah, that's something we
Yeah,
were supposed
honestly,
to
I
discuss
feel
that we
like-
never did.
Lord.
So,
As
also,
I
what
actually
is
think
the state
since
going to
you
be
don't
on
have a
if I
heart
can use
for
my
the
sword?
Keyblade
Because
to
my sword
bond
is
with.
a magic sword.
You know, just to keep things simpler, I'm going to say we're kind of following Sora logic, so you can totally use the Keyblade.
Okay. I'll use the Keyblade.
Your sword didn't have
So
Keyblade,
I
neither
summon my
Heartless nor his
Keyblade.
Ning.
I'm gonna summon my Keyblade, which has just kind of it has the basic shape of it still, but it's all shadow.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a dark version of my Keyblade.
Mhm. All right. But yeah, but I also forgot that I forgot the fact that Sohoy had you pinned last time, so you're actually pinned still. Like you have the Keyblade in your hand and you're struggling.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But-
say I have it in my hand and I'm struggling, and I'm trying to push him off me.
But yeah, so that's the scene that I was just trying to set the stage for as Zeisen comes rappels down on a chain, most likely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he
Superhero.
decided to levitate his shield and just surf down, static shock style.
And that would be cool too.
Do a kickflip and land.
But no, I
Yeah, so you rappelled down. Like a heavy metal Mary
Mhm.
Poppins, y'all.
God.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
all right. Seeing Sohoy, Sohoy, on my girl, I'm going to
On your girl?
just wrap him up in chains.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's some more of those sour.
Basically, Gar of the desert. This.
Some. Okay.
Throwing them there for you.
Meant the bag, but
So what are you doing exactly?
I am trying to wrap you up all of chains.
All right. Just trying to figure out what the best move to do this one is here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Can we
call
get a
this
pin
a
for
strike
that
to
site you
subdue.
use?
What'd you say?
Yeah. Can we get a pin for that site you use?
Yeah.
With all the keys and such.
Yeah, it's playroll.com. As
Yeah,
in
that-
role play, not dice rolling.
Just so I don't have to scroll up every time I use it. In the ever filling up list of things.
I still need to set all mine up before I can start using it.
Strike to subdue. That is mastery, right?
Yep.
Right. That is an 8. I am going. No, actually, if I bump it up, it won't do anything because we've changed the rules.
Unless there's like someone who can else who can help you in this moment, but I don't know if that really.
Also, I should probably do my. I forgot my one skill before we get
Oh
into
yeah,
the
go
thick
ahead
of
and
it.
roll that. You haven't really done anything of note here, so go ahead and roll that as well.
Let me just look and see if I got any things I will. add to this? All right. Play with moves. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use darkness as my weakness.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a harm and take +2 to this.
Are you rolling dark on this move, though?
Is Ice done mad? Oh,
If you're striking
yeah, I guess that is the
subdue.
move I have to roll darkness.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, never mind.
You do so many amazing things, but you gotta be rolling a dark move.
Yeah, sorry, that was just an oversight on my end. All right, I'll take the 8.
Okay, so you get to choose
look
one.
at the-
Take something from them, force a change of
Yes,
location, or de-escalate the situation.
I think.
I think trapping my character is de-escalation.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's probably the best one for the situation.
I think that's what you have described as de-escalation.
I didn't realize I had a light link with Z-Trix.
Yeah, she was trying to help you, kind of thing. I think it was because you. Also, I think it was because you failed your roll.
Uh-huh.
So that's the other thing.
No, I thought you wanted the light link. You're like, you're like, she fought me and all, but I like her. I thought it was like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was that or if it was the.
You butchered Nimwe's name.
Yeah, I realized that.
I'm sorry, just.
Look, I understand. Okay, we can go through and.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Also, Gawain's. I'm sorry. Sorry. Just keep going.
Anyway,
wait. How is Gawain spelled? Hold on.
Gawain. Gawain.
Wait, that's not?
It's not Gawain. It's
right.
Gawain. Gawain is a character from Merlin who is not Gawain.
Okay. He okay. I thought I was asking how he had spelled it. But yes.
He spelled it Gwain.
Anyway, so
anything else you'd like to critique right now?
No, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm only critiquing King Arthur names, okay?
All right, guys. All right.
Yes.
I have been. The situation has been de-escalated. Does that just happen for me, or do I roll something? What's going on here? Sohoy would not want to do this.
Yeah, Sohoy doesn't want to do this. You can. So right now you can interfere, which is, cause a penalty to the or. How do they do that? I forget. Yeah, PvP and PC stuff is a little complicated here. I'm just trying to remember.
Yes. I don't know if this one had a thing. Let me open up let me actually open up the book since that'd be useful.
Yeah, so you could theoretically have interfered, but I think at this point you are restrained. You'll need to push through stress if you want to try to escape at some point, but for right now you are subdued. So you're not able to lash out anything. So you're kind of struggling against it. Later on, after a little bit passes, I will give you a push through stress to try to break out.
Anyway, so Sohoy is.
So
I don't think I can hold it long.
Lara now has a chained up Sohoy looming above her. What does she do?
I'm going to
What would Lara feel about this sudden unprovoked attack?
Angry. Very angry.
There you go.
Well, Mark angry.
Then what would Alora with no ability to stop herself do?
Attack.
Especially seeing now he's helpless.
Attack.
There you go.
She would definitely
There you
attack.
go.
And I don't think she's holding back either.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack with my Keyblade.
So you're striking with intent.
Yeah.
All right, because of the that, so you are rolling +1 and +0 because your dark is -1. So, but you're getting a +1 to it because you're a heartless.
Okay.
And you don't want to roll with mastery on this one because your mastery as a heartless is -2.
I'm with a +1, right?
+0.
+0, 10.
Okay. Deal harm and choose 2. Defend yourself from harm, deal great harm, or take control of the situation.
Deal great harm and take control of the situation.
Okay. Ooh, boy. Ow, Sohoy, you take 2 harm from that.
He activates his ability to take no harm from that one.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the anti-Lara shield.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the attack lands on the chains instead. Like it probably doesn't. Maybe it doesn't break the chains, but the chains prevent her from doing it because she doesn't have the ability to lash out like that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And because if she didn't choose take control of the situation, you were going to be broken free by her strike.
Oh well, okay.
But she did do that. However, she did not pick defend herself.
I did that on purpose.
I know. I'm getting there. So, so she leaves herself open to Sohoy, who even chained up is still a feisty little fighter there. So how does Sohoy deal 1 harm to her?
Sohoy bites.
Bites? What the fuck?
I like that.
Okay,
your in-character reaction is just like, you bit me. What is wrong with you?
Okay, my reaction.
Actually, you know
what?
what?
The fuck?
He could use the blue. He could use a blue magic to be less bitey if you want.
No,
I like this reaction too much.
To be honest, he could use a blue magic and bite because one of the ones that I've listed on my sheet that I've never used is like Thunder Breath. Because some enemy use it, I'm like, okay, I could potentially use that, sure. All right. Anyway, Sohoy bites.
Use bites. It's super effective.
Yes, I see.
Actually, no, it's a dark type move. So.
You just like Lara just struck out at Sohoy where your chains blocked it, and then Sohoy just bit her, and she's just like she is not having a good day.
No.
What do you do?
All right, I'm going to use another chain to chain up Lara and like separate the two.
All right, roll another strike to subdue.
This one's a 13.
Yeah, you do it. So
you subdue. Congratulations.
Take something from them, force a change of location, or de-escalate the situation. You get to choose 2.
Right. All right. I think for Lara, we're going to force a change of location and de-escalate the situation, and we're going to move her up to the top floor.
Yep.
That's perfect.
So, I think this is the perfect point for because, like, Zeicid is distracted by levitating Lara. I believe this is where Sohoy gets his chance to try to break free and pursue his prey.
All right, which push through stress am I using?
You know what? They're the same, so I'm gonna say roll plus Dark Links.
Yeah. Dark Link sounds like everything. Do I have 2 or 3?
You have 3.
Okay. Okay. Sohoy does it then, I guess.
Pick 2. Succeed at what you're attempting, take +1 forward, ask a question about the scene, or gain an advantageous position. You get to pick 2 of those, so I assume one of those is succeed.
Okay, when you pick these, is it something that your character would want to do, or something that you want to do for the story?
Yes.
You're not beholden to necessarily what your character wants.
Okay.
So.
I would actually
like,
not continue this
at the
fight.
very end of the session.
You can try to make a link with someone in session, like using the normal roll. It's just that you get a guaranteed one at the end.
Okay. Anyway, for push through stress, I'm actually gonna not succeed at what I was attempting.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it forward and ask a question, which is actually like basically I'm gonna say Sohoy is going to be like, okay, what other thing could he be distracted to get angry at in this room? Because I almost guarantee you it's going to.
Is Zeiston there?
Well, Zeiston's leaving. I'm asking about the room itself. Like, basically, I'm saying, like, instead of having the chance to really open, Sohoy is going to look around the room.
Okay. Well, first off,
you said it's a mysterious.
If Zeiston's okay with it, Zeiston can stay in the room. So if that's okay with
I thought I was just lifting the ball of chains up onto the 2nd floor.
You have a chain version of a hamster ball around Lara.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost.
Sorry, you just look like you had a on the thing. It just looks like you had a look of just shock of like, what? They're rad. Sorry. So
I mean, get to see that look.
Dyson definitely, but if you want more than that, like if you want to accept that, that's fine. Otherwise, I can come up with something.
I guess I'll do with Dyson, sure.
Okay.
I guess I'll beat the crap out of Zeiston.
Yeah, we'll see.
And honestly, I feel like it feels appropriate based on how much assault Sohoy has had towards Zeiston this entire thing. So
he has been a little salty this session. So yeah.
This world.
I was gonna say this session literally just started.
It's true. He hasn't actually been angry at him. But yeah, no, this world, because he did the Dark Link right beforehand.
Alright, so what do you do?
I'm not broken free though, right?
Yep, you're not broken free. You are, however, tethered to Zeiston. We are not going to discuss exactly how much lengths of chain Zeiston has. It's apparently a lot.
Right.
Good thing
we're not going
to. Organization members tend to just have like a huge amount of something stored away somewhere that they pull out at freely almost.
For some of them, it's hair. We're not going to steal this victory from him.
So what am I gonna do? What is Sohoy gonna do? Well, he didn't break free, so it seems a little silly for me to say. Well, now he breaks free. I don't know.
Well, I was saying like, you're tied to. Like I say, that's why I said you're tied to him still. Brought that little fact up.
Yeah, you could actually do a lot to me.
Or you could just like use it as a thing and run up a wall and just kind of wrecking ball into him. Typical force, or
yeah. So he's gonna try and attack Zeiston. Then let's do that.
All right. Are you striking with intent or to subdue?
Probably with intent. He's probably still a little lost his mind. So.
All right. Still get to roll plus light.
Is that really appropriate? But. It might actually be right to question that, because like, well, he's not striking like the normal light is like, what's this? What is this heroic bent of like, I fight, ha. But he doesn't really have that right now.
I mean, you can. Yeah, it says you can. So if you feel it's not appropriate, you can definitely.
I'll try not doing it. Yeah, I fail. He fails. He's tied up. It doesn't work out.
Yeah. So you kind of run up. You kind of get taunt chain and just kind of use it as kind of counterbalance to kind of up. You get close, but Zyson kind of Zyson notices the tugging on the chain and kind of drifts to the side as you come through, and you kind of barrel into some of those tanks, breaking them and releasing a bunch of little hearts that were in them.
Why do I feel like that's not good?
What?
I said, why do I feel that's not good?
Meanwhile, Ronox, you see a chain ball of Lara hoisted up on your level. At the same time, you hear "Intruder at the gate! And hold her off as long as you can!" What do you do? Jane.
Oh, me. Well,
yes.
While I hear this?
Yeah, basically you just see the anti-Lara put up, and then you hear people shouting, "Intruder at the gates, hold her off as long as you can."
Oh God.
And also, I'm going to just throw this one in there on top of this to keep this momentum.
Right now, I'm more focused. I hear that there's someone at the gate, but that's not my concern at the moment. My concern is looking
your concern at this moment is also
right in front of me. I will extend my claws and go, "Now fix her!" Pointing at the two of them.
Yeah.
Now!
Also, at this point, everyone feels the presence.
Oh, great. Not again.
Including me?
This further increases why I'm so angry at Jafar. I will be like, I am literally burying my claws as I glare at him.
Actually,
now!
Because of your nature as a kind of an unprotected heart, I'm going to actually have you roll something for me. So I'm going to have you roll plus light. So roll +1. Because you basically are prey to these things.
9.
Alright. You're going to take -1 forward to your next action. You're not, freaking out right now, but you are shaken.
Okay.
So. But, yeah, because you feel this thing and it's like suddenly in your deep inside, you just, on an instinctual, this thing is looking for...
What am I taking?
-1 on forward. So next roll you make, you're taking a -1.
Okay.
So. Alright. Anyway, so that's aside. So yeah, so you're demanding fixer, and so you bear your... Did they actually have... I'm not gonna worry about it. This is the live action version. They may have claws in this one, and it's aesthetic, not necessarily has to be mechanical or anything. So as you bear your claws to Jafar, actually, you know what? Roll plus heart.
Oh yeah,
no, Janox, okay. Because he's trying to convince somebody. Your heart is effectively +3 right now. Looking at your link.
Yeah. Oh my God! Seriously? Well, that's still 7. That's still 7.
Yeah, that's still a success.
Okay, 1 second here. I just want to check something on your thing, just for future reference.
Could be worse. It could be 2 1s.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Yeah. I mean, he still would only lose at least 1 hold. Let's see. You rolled a 4. All right, you only have 1 hold. FYI. Whenever you roll links, it caps out at +4.
Yeah.
So just letting you know, because you rolled +6 when you were doing your start assertion move, so it's actually
okay. So my whole thing.
You have 1 hold, not 2.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, so for NPCs, they'll do it, but they'll need some clear assurance or evidence first.
Clear assurance or evidence of what? He's the one who changed her. So
like they're gonna need he's gonna need something from you before he is like, he kind of looks at like didn't you feel that? It's coming back, and you feel like genuine fear.
well, then you're gonna have to fix her so she can help us fight it.
You can't fight these
And
things.
trust me, you're a rat. I'm a cat right now.
No, you don't get it. We have to follow. There's too much disruption. That's what calls these things. They prey on any disruption in the world's order. If we don't get things on course, if we don't stop the chaos, we won't be around. There won't be any of us around to fix anything.
All right. Crap. What's? God, I don't know this world super well. What's it supposed? What? How do we get things back on track? I'm gonna punch the wall a little bit.
I mean, what are those guards shouting about? I've heard nothing about any forces amassing to invade this place other than your lot, and right now you're all accounted for. So who's at the gate?
I all of a sudden go, oh. You think that's the problem? God dang it. All right, fine. Zeiston, who I probably see is floating up on the other end of his chains.
With a rabid Sohoy.
Zeiston, you keep an eye on these two. Make sure he, pointing at Jafar, fixes this. I'm going to go stop our little invader.
As you so as you kind of head out, you kind of just see Jafar just points you the way to the thing, because I don't believe you can fly normally.
I can kind of hover or Spider-Man it with my yo-yos.
Fair enough. You go out the window. He points you to the direction to the courtyard, but you go to the window, looking down. You just see like guards pausing midair and then suddenly going flying off from the courtyard. In the middle of it, you see a pink-robed figure just kind of shouting, Zeiston!
Oh, God.
You've got some splaining to do.
It's not my fault.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at Zeiston. I'll talk with her. You just make sure he fixes her. I point at the 2 Laras.
I'm in a hole downstairs. Like
he's shouting in the hole. Crazy nobody shouts in the hole.
Well, I don't want to leave this guy alone with nobody, Lara.
Nobody, Laura. Look after Laura.
She's been very quiet and subdued compared to heartless Lara.
It's almost like she has no real, like, she doesn't have genuine emotions right now.
Yeah. No.
No, Laura's just playing on her phone.
I'm going to yell down at Zeiston. Will you get up here and I'll handle Nell? I want to make sure he fixes Lara.
Sohoy, you kind of
Sohoy. Sohoy is probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, with everything else, you are free of the bonds at this point.
All right.
What do you do?
Sohoy is probably regaining his grasp, unless the hearts are turning into heartless. and then
Nope,
he wouldn't be.
They don't. Actually, you see a familiar effect from before. You see the like black chains kind of wrapping them up and pulling them away. Oh yeah, Millen's here too. Forgot about that.
I mean, Millen is probably up there with Janox.
Yeah, no, I know. I just kind of forgot he was. That
You're
like,
yelling at me when Millen's up there.
Yeah, you. I mean, you're still probably ticked off at Zyson, but that's nothing new.
Yeah. Probably still angry. Yeah. Right. I'm like, what happened? What did you do something like this? What's going on? There's the Heartless. Looked like Lara.
Really, it looked like Lara. Fancy that.
Who's
Silas is just reclining. It's just kind of sitting on top of one of the unbroken vats.
I turned directly to him. I'm like, you.
Hey, don't look at me. That was all you're doing, boy.
No. What did you do? What have you done?
What? I didn't do anything.
Sohoy just talking to himself?
Yes, Sohoy's talking to himself.
Zyson is distracted right now. That's the only reason Silas is showing up right now. Is because I do not want to confirm one way or the other yet.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's the intention here.
Okay.
I want that ambiguity.
Okay.
You did that. Your friend? Something happened. Probably drove too deep to the darkness. What I've seen wasn't exactly a long leap. But I don't know what it is about you, because you didn't get that from me.
It's just a Heartless. It's Heartless. There's a Heartless. It's not something else. Why is it something else?
I mean, you don't know. Heartless is a heart drowning in darkness. Inside, but there's always a heart inside. There's always the feeling soul of a person in there.
So what? We don't fight him? Never fight him? Don't fight it?
I mean,
I don't know what's going on. I can't stop things. I just see them and it's there. You're the one who's supposed to know everything, right? What's happening?
I don't know. This is your truth.
What a shocker. You're not helpful.
You're just here to spout cryptic mumbo jumbo.
Look, your little anger issue, sure, maybe it's born from some of my leftovers. Little bits of me that bled through. As hell, I am angry. And rightfully so, but you? What do you have to be angry about? Like, seriously, what do you have to be angry about? Oh, you're salty.
Nothing. Nothing.
Dyson is mean to me. He thought I might have blew up the ship.
This regular anger. There's nothing weird about that.
No. Regular anger doesn't cause people to black out.
I was doing that before that. It was before that.
You're still angry.
I did that in the what's it world? The what do they call it? The water world. The
Gate of Canals.
Gate of Canals. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I dove into the darkness thing just to fight him.
And what strikes you that as a good idea? Because I'm not seeing that as a good idea here. throwing yourself against endless hordes, no control, no holding back, no thought of maybe, I don't know, maybe that people care about you and don't want to see you go away. Maybe the fact that none of that ever crossing your mind.
I don't think anything. They're heartless, and I go and I don't know what a heartless is, and I fight a heartless. Should I not fight a heartless? Have I always been fighting a bad thing? Is it always a bad thing? I couldn't stop. I can't stop. I'm on autopilot.
Maybe you. Right. No, it doesn't say maybe. That's it's okay. You're just, like I say, you're a fragment of me. You don't have the complete set. You're missing parts of you. So when things like this happen, you are lost to the rage of the Keyblade. I'm not saying fighting the Heartless is wrong. Hell, they'll make things worse for most people. But as our fates right now are pretty tightly tied, honestly, not a fan of the self-destructive behavior. Kind of slides down on the thing. Apparently Millen likes you, so you have something worth.
So I kind of does like this. If there's a thing, it needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Well, I can't help you with it, unfortunately. Love to. Really do. Not because I'm strictly fond of our whole arrangement here, but being what it is, you're gonna get yourself killed. And I don't want that. Because I don't want us to die. Also, I'm really terrified of what kind of if we together we have this strange will to become a nobody if we get turned to a heartless. That's a road I do not want to cross.
What?
Ask Millen, he'll explain. He gets kind of just like, what I say is, Zyson kind of pulls up the chain, realizing that he's not down, and distracts Sohoy for a moment, and then when he looks back,
Yes.
Silas is gone.
Yes. I assume this is about the moment that that Zyson pops in. Conversation over.
Yeah.
I lost my fish.
Sohoy having his existential crisis.
You lost your fish? I sorry, my brain was just like Zyson lands and just looks at Sohoy, just kind of annoyed, and says, I lost my fish.
Oh no,
Sohoy is already confused. Sohoy is more confused. I have my own opinion on what Silas is, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
There are very specific things about what Silas is, even.
And I am more than willing to hear them, like, either through message and everything like that. I just don't feel like revealing it to everyone is quite at the point what we want.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, alright, let's cut over to Janox and Janox arriving in the courtyard with Nell.
Am I gonna get to do something?
Yes. Like, do you have something you want to do right now?
No, I have no plans right now. Just wondering.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where the focus is on this scene. Sorry.
I'm bored.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No.
We'll do it. We'll probably do some stuff with you after Janox scene.
Okay.
So I'm
Depends
not
on
gonna
how
have you
quick
argue with yourself, okay? I am gonna
normal.
be not that cruel.
Okay.
It's like I don't know about you. I
Right,
don't
you
know
gotta
about you.
do a scene by yourself,
Mhm.
with yourself.
If I was, then you'd have to play one of the versions of me.
Yeah, I don't feel that confident about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why, luckily, nobody, Lara, is still basically a blank slate right now. So
Yeah.
Very subdued.
You need to imitate your girl. No pressure.
Yeah, I don't want to imitate her
Yes.
character that she's been working on for how many years?
7?
Yeah.
A few. A handful.
A few.
I don't know.
Since
I don't
2
know. I
came
think she'll
out.
be fine.
All right. So
Yeah. I'm heading out to the courtyard trying to find one crazy girl who is apparently messing things up quite badly.
so you kind of land in there. You can't miss her. She's hot pink.
It's a hot pink ball of destruction.
Yes.
With a
I'll make
cannon.
it. I will check. First of all, like,
J-Max! Did you finish your
I
mission?
imagine what is kind of the I imagine like all the guards that are around there just currently just completely knocked the frick out because of
Like they're some of them are embedded in the buildings, kind of thing. Like they broke through some of the brick. Like you just see like a pair of legs like out of a hole in like a brick wall or something.
I am so glad. Like I'm trying to figure out, are we actually kind of counteracting? Because I remember last session you mentioned how the archery tournament was coming up, and thus I imagine most of the townsfolk are still at the tournament if it's forming up right now.
I think
I'm not
she's just
sure that how we're
one from the
breaking or if just our crazy head girl is just breaking the guards while no one important to the plot is here at the castle.
Seems like that, but I'm going to ask you to roll plus heart as you deep dive.
Yes. All right. That makes sense. That's a +3. All right, 10.
And a 1, so there goes your hold.
All right, there goes my hold for this time.
So
I'm trying to dive into the scene, but luckily that's still 10, so that should be good enough.
yeah, you get to ask 3 questions from the list.
All right. Remind me those questions.
What here can I use to blank? What here is not as it seems? What is the best way out of this situation? What is the biggest threat here, and what was done here recently?
Well, probably the first one is, what here is the biggest threat? I mean, I'm really hoping it's not that crazy chick in front of me, but maybe
right now, okay, it's a complex answer, so I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you 2 things. As you kind of see now kind of rampaging through this thing, looking for Zeiss, and you get this. You feel another of one of those like predatory shudders kind of going through you. So it seems definitely like the biggest threat here is her actions bringing out one of those things.
so I'm gonna have to stop her. What's next? God, what are the? So, gosh, I really just need a list of all those things to make it easier. But God,
What
I
here can
remember
I
there was
use
another
to
girl.
blank? What here is not as it seems? What's the best way out of this situation? What is the biggest threat here, and what was done here recently?
Well, what's the best way out of this situation? Feels pretty fitting, considering, I got to try to stop her from rampaging.
Okay. Try to figure out what the best way is. This. I'm like, all right. you figure the best way to do it is to distract her. Like, if her attention's on somewhere other than this castle, odds are that she'll just follow that, because she has no investment in the actual world itself. She's just on her mission from Zetrix. So if you can get her attention elsewhere, she'll probably start
looking
disrupting
for
things.
Zeiston, but trying to think of then a good way to distract her. So,
Well,
is there a good
Zeiston went that way.
I guess what can I use to distract her?
all right. Well, first I'm going to give you the obvious answer.
Zeiston? Yeah. But he's currently watching Lara, and honestly, I don't know. It sounded like if she's working with her old friend, that maybe Zeiston would get into a fight with her, which is something I'd like to avoid.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you the obvious answer here first. But after that, it's just like,
I'm trying to figure out, like, if there's somewhere I can send her that won't mess with this world's story. So, like if she wants to go, like, destroy something, it'll be something that will not impact either this archery tournament that's apparently pretty major going on. I'm pretty sure this castle is also pretty important to what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you this.
Probably don't want to
I'm going to give
have
you
her
this
hunt after thieves.
I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you a bit of freebie information here. As you're kind of looking around this. Okay, I think we're going to be good here. I switched networks. Sorry about the
okay.
there.
Yeah, and now it looks like I lost my one door, that link I was talking about. So yeah, it looks like we're good.
Yep. So you lost the link with Zetrix, but yeah. So that basically I don't know when we got cut off, but what just happened was Jax is trying to distract Nell and is saying like, "Hey, let's go over this way," where that is a direction both away from the Sheriff of Nottingham, but also not in the same direction as Zeiston. He's like,
so yeah, there will be one of those things that will accidentally happen anyway.
Well, that's what you're attempting to do. But for NPCs, they'll do it, but they need some clear assurance or evidence first. Wait, are you trying to deceive me in order to protect your friend?
Well, I don't know if I can consider him a friend always.
She literally has the same power that Sohoy has to tell if someone's lying to you. Like, hey, you're trying to manipulate me.
Rather sudden Sohoy power. Oh, wait a second.
It's just that she's so crazy, she doesn't care that she's being manipulated or lied to most of the time. That's why she was asking, and it's like, wait, you're... Okay,
All
she just
right,
kind of pushes you down.
You got me.
She pushes you down. It's like, okay, seriously, rap with me. What has gone on that you do not consider Dyson to be your friend anymore? Because, like, last I checked, you two were like best buds. Talk. We'll wrap this out. Figure out where this goes. It's like, seriously, you need your... Crap, I think we lost... Yeah, lost connection. What is going on?
Hold on.
Okay, sorry, we had a major...
Yeah, that one happened to me.
No worries. It just sucks when it comes in the middle of some roleplay stuff like this. But
yeah, sorry about that. Okay, what did you guys hear before I went away?
no, you're fine. You're fine. She was asking me what did Zeiston do to hurt me. I was more looking at the stream and just saw it had gone back to rotating. So I was like, oh god.
I think for me, you would cut off like half a sentence, but it's just half a sentence.
Yeah, I heard you need friends, and then things started breaking up.
Yeah, so basically you need to play. So we're gonna wrap. We're gonna figure this out. Basically, that's what happened. So.
And Jack said that Zeiston stabbed her in the back.
Yeah, I did. He literally stabbed me in the back.
What?
Yeah. The master told him to stab me in the back.
Yeah.
Where was the front?
Now, did the master literally tell him to stab you in the back? This is important here.
No, but it was very important that he did tell him to stab me, destroy me. It was not pleasant.
She kind of pulls up a slump. She kind of sits down on a slumped over guard using it as a chair. Just kind of. She pulls out a pair of small spectacles and just starts kind of pondering here. Is like. So what I'm saying is, you have her distracted right now, but she's not moving until she finishes this. Until she kind of finds the root of the problems here. Well,
look, I'll be frank with you. Yeah, the master kind of left me out to dry, and
oh, sorry,
I'm not his biggest fan at the moment.
All right, that was going to be a cutaway point, so
I'm gonna I imagine at this point I'm standing up and I've kind of tried to walk I'm moving in the direction that would have her back to the sheriff and a direction the sheriff can go to, someplace the sheriff can go to get out of here.
It said I'm trying to cut away to focus on other stuff going on. So I'm trying to focus on some other.
Yeah, you start working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, your connection thing.
Okay. So, all right. So we kind of cut over to Jafar, Millen, and the Laras.
Yep.
Boy, is that a band?
And
Yeah.
Tyson's right now in the lower levels because he has to pick up Sohoy and make sure he's not going to cause more problems. So, we're gonna just gonna say, Auntie Lara is super caged up right now, so she's kind of not in the scene here.
Okay.
So you're just Laura X.
All right.
Just for reference here.
So nobody, Lara.
Yep. So Melon kind of looking you over and is like, so. Are you okay right now?
More or less.
Like, so do you feel each other, or are you independent of each other?
What would you say? We probably feel each other, right?
Okay, so you have like a vague sense. You like this is.
Oh, this is up to me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, we have I can sense her.
Interesting. And second question, another question here. If I was to shove this hack of a sorcerer, sorry, off the edge here and watch him fall down, how would you feel about that?
Wouldn't care.
Who's the hack of a wizard?
Jafar.
Oh, who's saying this? Wait,
Millen. He was testing her response.
Oh.
Her responses.
Okay.
Millen's the villain all along.
He's taking notes and such. He's doing research. Because he's got nothing better
this
to
is
do.
a unique experience. Not a lot of both the Heartless and the Nobody are created.
Mm-hmm. All right. So he kind of turns to looks over to Jafar, looking a little taken aback by his earlier question. Oh, come on! Really? What is going on here? Okay, we're back. Sorry about this. I'm having a hard enough time getting momentum going in this scene. You need more people to.
Nice.
You know what? Yeah, I can't move the scene forward right now. I don't feel like there's enough here for me to move forward. Sorry.
Okay.
We're gonna do
It's okay.
Zyson and so, which should hopefully get someone up into your scene, and I can kind of get the ball rolling there.
Sorry.
Well, it's not okay. It's okay. I just don't know where to go with it right now.
Okay.
It's a really weird scene. So we're just gonna kind of pan down into the pit where Zyson had just landed and dropped his fish.
Mm-hmm. The fish was Sohoy, by the way, because he was off the chain.
Aye.
Sohoy's always off the chain. What are you talking about? No. He's the best.
All right. I'm walking in. I'm like, so are you not crazy anymore?
No. Yes. Whatever's the right answer.
Okay.
Are you not crazy?
Well,
He answered, "Are you still crazy?" But
all right. If I bring you back up there and you see heartless Laura, are you gonna go all rar?
probably.
All right, so gonna have to trust your friend with her then.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So I guess so. Is that
Look, I'm
saying
sure we'll have
that?
to talk about all that later. Oh, sorry. What was that?
So basically, this is Zyson saying he's going to just stay down here and babysit Sohoy.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. I'll just look around. I'll be fine. I'll just look around the weird evil lab. I'll be good. I won't go up until you tell me to.
All right. You're grounded, mister.
So at least you could go in the scene if
Yeah.
we were counting on you to help move things forward.
All right, so I will say we'll talk about this later, and Zyson's going to Spider-Man up.
Sohoy is sulking in a laboratory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say though,
We call him Sohoy.
before we kind of pan up, Sohoy's kind of looking around. You look around and you see on a, you kind of notice you kind of kicking away some debris, and eventually you kind of notice there's like a engraving in the.
Can you pass me some?
Yes.
Two?
Here, they are still mine.
Bought them for you.
Our
Okay,
family.
good point. Actually, it was me.
I thought your family paid for
No,
them.
I paid for those.
Oh, okay. Anyways. You kick away, you reel this engraving, which is kind of like a giant circle with like of like with like the chain pattern you're used to seeing with like mill and stuff, but this one it's like crisscrossing around a stylized heart insignia engraved into the floor here. And as you're muted still.
Yeah. Sohoy sits down and stares at it, kind of like this. What could this mean?
It feels familiar. That's where we kind of leave that scene on.
Door to darkness.
Nope, not that. particular stylized heart symbol thing.
Yeah, I know. Just making a joke.
So, meanwhile, upstairs is like Dyson. You kind of repel into the scene. You see Jafar. Basically, Millen has him just doing exactly what he wants at this point. I feel like Jafar has just been defeated in the most like he has suffered a moral defeat here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just getting the books Millen needs to kind of Dyson, you're back. How's Sohoy?
Sulkin. He kind of went grr, and I had to chain him up and toss him out, and now he's better, I think.
Does this happen?
We really work on his anger.
He's angry? Like,
yeah, he's a little rage ball whenever a Heartless shows up. You were there with his past self, right? Was he always like that?
No, he was. I mean, don't get me wrong. If someone was angry, it was Silas, but he was.
But he's also
always,
probably a lot obsessed with self-control.
He was very that's why I was going with that. That's fine. No, this is kind of tied to your character, so you're allowed to kind of make sure things are on track. So, with that, so I was like, he was a very, he was. Go out of me! Don't go out of me. Okay, sorry. Connection was starting to fluctuate, and I'm like,
yeah, feeling that a little bit.
Anyway, so he was always one that he was methodical. He wasn't one to lose himself in something. Like he was the kind of guy when you ticked off, he was the one who would go into the overly intricate steps for his revenge.
Good thing he was never a pirate. Anyway,
guy looks at you. Who said he wasn't?
You squint my eyes like, is he joking?
he as you squint your eyes at him, he cracks up. Sorry.
Deep dive.
Don't do that to me.
Sorry, I was hoping I was going to be able to hold a straight face to the point where I could tell you, yeah, he was a captain of a vessel even. The dread pirate Silas.
Grumble, grumble.
No one would surrender to the dread pirate Silas.
Anyway, what was going on up here that needed Janox's attention?
Well, Janox doesn't trust him, though he seems to be the most accommodating right now. just cuts to the imaginative spot of Jafar just casts a spell where cartoony Jafar and Millen. Jafar casts a fireball. Millen just doesn't react, and he just kind of pushes him off a cliff. Basically, Jafar is afraid of Millen because he
I'm picturing this Jafar at this point is just sighing and looking kind of depressed over being kind of outshone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, just stay here and make sure he does the voodoo that he do.
Oh, he's not doing it anymore. I've taken control of it. It's really it's kind of like a summoning ritual done in reverse, actually. Quite interesting.
Yeah, I don't care. Is Laura fixed?
That's the point of this, is to fix Lara. The good thing that Sohoy didn't strike her down. It would have been a lot harder to track down her heart that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should be
So
able to get...
what was the thing going on outside?
Oh, from what I could gather, it's some sort of pink earthquake or something. As best I could. I could, from what I overheard of some guards passing nearby.
Oh no, I need to get out of here.
That's good. 100% fit the situation.
All right.
Oh my god, if Janix can't take care of her. Hey, Jafar, is there a way out of here? Like secret entrance?
He kind of looks at the hole. And
I don't think Jafar's in the room. Oh.
No, Jafar is in the room, and he just looks at the hole and says, "There was a hidden ladder that led down to the hole in that the trapdoor in that floor." Was.
What was down there anyway? There was like hearts and jars. You doing shit down there?
I had nothing to do with that. It was similar to the one I had found in the palace in Agrabah.
Right, you found the one in Agrabah? It wasn't. You didn't do that?
No, it's the arts in there, arts of the true heart. Like I was able to study from the notes how I was able to create this ritual that I'd use to temporarily remove her heart. The heartless thing, I will fully admit, wasn't my intention. But hey, when you guys travel with a rage destruction monster like that, apparently these things happen.
Who's the rage destruction monster?
Lara. That's Jafar hates your guts.
Not so
rude.
Is that what Nobody Lara says?
Yes.
You destroyed my home. I'm allowed to be rude to you.
Destroy your home.
You good as well did.
I turned you into a rat. That is far from destroying your home.
Yet, if I was able to act, I would have been able to prevent the events that led it to happening.
Sure, you could have.
I think we destroyed 2 homes now.
Two homes?
I mean, there's a hole in the floor.
Sohoy.
That's pretty good.
I forgot this little detail I was supposed to mention.
Yes.
You find this around when you're kind of looking around the lab. You find a lamp. And there's blood on it.
Dun dun dun.
Naturally, I clean the blood off the lamp by rubbing it with my sleeve.
Nothing happens.
Oh
no! Itchy.
But yeah, you have a bloody lamp. And, the last person you saw with this very specific lamp was Prince Ali, who you knew to be as Aladdin, because I think he did tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't lie to you.
He told me that. That's right.
So,
I think I knew that I think I knew that he was in the thing, too. Genie was in he didn't want him to get the lamp, I think, right?
Yeah.
Not sure which parts I knew, but yeah.
And I'm just going to say for convenience here, you have some memories of when you went. Well, actually, no, you were informed that it was Jafar when you met Jafar and Flora X. So yeah, just leaving you with that little thing. So whatever you decide to do with that is you have to do. So cutting back to there's a little information bit I forgot to tell you.
That is a pretty good important detail.
I mean, Sohoy is not cued into the whole world destroying thing, so he takes the lamp.
Take only the lamp.
That's right.
Oh no, the lab collapses around you. World's over. Everyone loses. We're moving on.
Well, GG, everyone.
Sohoy wasn't the diamond in the rough. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Kirsten Punklead when you walk.
But yeah, no.
Right.
It does feel strangely cold. So I will give you that.
Okay.
But yeah, going back up to Zeissend, and who realizes Nell is here, and like, oh no.
All right, I have an idea. Once Beardo over there fixes Lara, call Sohoy up, and figure out a way to get off this backwater planet. So Zeissend says the window that he crashed through.
So, which I forget. It was your heart. So I'm going to put the focus here on your anti-Lara here.
Yep.
You're hearing this, so basically it's like they have you caged and trying to keep you trying to reintegrate you together. I think it was anti-Lara who had the thought, like, I don't want to go back. So, do you want to do? Does anti-Lara have it try to break free of the cage and escape before?
Yes.
All right. So roll plus your dark links.
That means I need to sit up.
I know.
Ugh, I don't like sitting up.
I know. You also don't like leaving your Kakuna blankets.
I know.
What?
I don't.
I want to go back to bed.
So you can go ahead and roll plus 4.
Oops. That did not roll.
That's
it was
fine.
a 9 though. It was a 6 though, so it was good.
If it was a 9, I would have been concerned because that was 1 die.
7.
Plus 4.
Oh man.
9,
Well,
10,
technically,
11.
So you
Because-
succeed and you get to choose
I don't know what a link
2
was,
from the
but
move list. So, getting it here. Push this dress. Right here.
I know. I was just looking at something. I picked 2.
Yep.
Okay. Succeed at what you are attempting, and gain an advantageous position.
Okay. Like I said, as soon as you say, as soon as Beardo gets the thing together, you notice there is, like, you feel a disturbance in the chains. Is the best way I can describe this.
Oh no.
And suddenly
Rumble.
Keyblades. They unlock things. Apparently, they unlocked all the links in this as your chains, and suddenly they just saw your chain just kind of on the floor, and you see Anti-Lara jump out of the window and start sliding down the outer thing. As Genex also sees this from outside. So you see a black... Actually, no. Genex is being psychoanalyzed, and it's like... So, as suddenly... So
That's
we're going to cut...
like, you're like, oh yeah, the master killed me, I got brought back, and then I look over, and I see you fall like that. And I'm like,
No, you don't. No, this is how I want to frame this, actually. I know I want to frame this. Nell was like... So, I'm starting to think it might be about your mother. Oh, what is... Mother of what is that? You turn and you see this dark streak kind of sliding down the outside of the pillar of the outer pillar.
that's the complication I was going to be telling you about. I have a fresh heartless nobody on this world.
I like to imagine then Zeissend not thinking about it follows after her. Gets seen by Nell.
Yes! You know what, Mark experience, and you're doing this hardcore.
Yep. Okay.
Like, it is such a colossally bad
going
idea.
out.
I love it, and it's doing what I want it to do.
Hey, no. He's trying to interact with... He cares more about Lara's safety than he does about getting spotted by Nell.
And I was going to act as distraction for Nell anyway.
Also, aw.
Yes.
I was saying, like, oh, he really cares.
Yes.
So it's like, she kind of pulls out her hammer and it's like, oh, 2 birds, 1 stone! Yes. And she kind of starts.
Bad.
She starts skipping towards it and just kind of blasting everything on her way. She leaves the sheriff alone, though. Who proceeds to bolt off.
All right. Yeah,
she's finally.
Like, I see. I noticed. I'm gonna give him a very obvious "get the fuck out of here" kind of motion.
You are like, I'm gonna say you're like this tall, like 2-inch tall distance away from each other. So there is some distance between you guys right now. I don't think he can see your hand gestures.
Oh, I thought like he was on the other end of the courtyard or something. Like
no, they're both sliding down the tower right now.
Oh, they're sliding down the tower. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as Nell gets up to like the base of the tower, unless you have something else you want to do. You look confused.
Instead of immediately going to a confrontation with the Heartless, I will walk. If the sheriff can't see me, I will literally try to sneak over to where he is and then tell him, get out of here while they're distracted.
I said he started running as soon as you guys passed him.
Oh, okay. Excellent. If he's booking it, then covering his tracks, but will also be preparing to try to figure out what the hell, why is Anti-Lara hopping out the window?
I said you had one job!
I gave you one job, Dice did. Make sure Lara got fixed.
Now we're going to have
one job!
Or puppies, or what do you call baby squirrels?
Oh, that is a good question. That is a very good question indeed.
But yeah, so unless something happens otherwise, she gets to the base of the tower and kind of pulls out her hammer and starts winding up for a massive swing. What do you do, Janax?
Alright, I see now that she's going up, and I will be running up behind her going, wait, try not to squish her too hard. Or him. Either of them.
I'm not going to squish anyone. Hits the thing, and suddenly a massive clock ring appears around the tower, and the two of them stop.
Oh, no. No.
Okay. She kind of starts writing in midair like she's doing like advanced calculations here. And she kind of just like picks up a rock, kind of just taps it with her hammer. It freezes in space. She kind of catches the wind speed. Kind of like point, kind of figures out, like lines up her shot.
I'm taking this moment of her doing analysis to like probably get up behind her at the very minimum.
Okay. So she kind of swings back and hits the block. It doesn't move, but then she kind of climbs up on top of it and kind of crouches like she's about to be rocketing off with the jetpack. And suddenly the ring holding her down.
Oh.
The ring holding the block in space disappears, and
she
launches herself upwards, right in there. As soon as the ring around the tower fades, and Zeissen's and suddenly, Zeisen, you see a Nell rocketing on a boulder towards you, hammer in hand, smiling.
Onto her as she rockets?
What'd you say?
Can I grab onto her as she's preparing to rocket? Since I had enough time to get up close to her.
I'm just gonna say you do it. You're grabbing on and you're just kind of thing. Like that's the frame shot that Zeisen sees as he goes after as he's chasing down
a pink-haired organization cloak wielding a giant mallet, being held on by a now very terrified-looking Leaks.
Yep. Zeisen, what do you do besides question your life choices?
It's like at this moment he knew he fucked up. I'm going to try to wrap my chains around me in a defensive barrier.
Okay. Roll plus light.
All right. Well, I get to replace this with dark.
Mhm.
So at least
Dang you, Tyson, in your cheaty McWays of, oh, I get to vote dark for light. Ooh.
my dark is +1. Oh, that's a 6. I'm going to spend a link to make that a 7.
Okay.
I will spend the link with.
You have a unspent lock link with Lara.
All right, yeah, let's spend that one.
Also, how do we get locked links back?
Whenever you roll a
Just
10 plus
curiously.
on a roll, so trying to think of
Oh,
which
then
one.
I should have got one of my locked links back as well.
If,
I?
when you rolled because it's not with links, it has to be the stat roll.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Zeiston, for example, should have refresh. Well, Zeiston only had one locked link, and that was already refreshed, so it doesn't matter for Zeiston.
All right. Just making sure. I'm still getting used to all the rules for the system.
That was plus dark links. Actually, I think at one point you rolled the 2d6 plus 3 when you got a 10. I'm trying to remember which one that one was. That one wasn't a push through stress. So I would say you refresh any of your heart links, is what I would say. Because yeah, you haven't been really rolling anything but heart today, I think. Those are light links. Oh, that's a dark link. Yep. So none of you don't have any spent locked heart links, so you're kind of SOL in that regard. Anyway, so you spend that to bump that up to a 7 to 9. All right, it costs you expose yourself to danger, or I get to dictate how the fiction flows. So.
I'm just trying to think of what danger I can expose myself to.
I have a really good idea because I kind of want to set the stage because we're kind of nearing the end time for tonight's session.
All right, sure. Go ahead.
So you block and you deflect her, and she kind of rips a giant hole in the tower, and everyone starts falling out down to the ground in this like ring of courtyard here, where she, of course, she stops herself just before landing and just gracefully lands, whereas everyone else kind of lands with varying stagger. No one's injured by this, but everyone's together.
Huzzah.
Except for Sohoy, who has
Sohoy included?
Sohoy had a monitor in front of him that he was kind of looking at, and he's like, wonder what this does. And you press the button, and suddenly giant rip in the wall where the monitor was, and there's just, you suddenly see the sky, and it's like, you just kind of look at the button and look back up.
To do that? Why would someone make that a button?
Because I don't want to force Sohoy into this situation. Have a, I want to give us, I want Sohoy to be up against Anti-Lara after we've had some time to think about what's going to happen after what just happened, kind of thing. So I want time to percolate on that. So that's the only reason why Sohoy's not going there. But everyone else kind of lands.
But everyone else, including Jafar.
Yep, Jafar, Melon.
The Lorax.
Well, no, we're not calling her the Lorax.
Yeah, do not call me the Lorax.
The Lorax, seriously, like, no. So all of you kind of land in a circle around her, and she kind of gets up and like, she's all right. She just kind of like holds up her hammer and is like, she shouts, "Stop!" And it takes you a moment to realize that, wait, no one actually got frozen in time, and she suddenly drops down into a offensive position, a ready battle position. It says, "Hammer time." Yes, that's right.
God dang it.
I didn't even realize this pun was there when I created Nell. I was just trying to think of like, I want to be kind of controlling the battlefield. So how can I do that in a different way than just like, oh yeah, she's clever and tactical or unpredictable. It's like, oh no, she hits things with a hammer and they stop. And the hammer was more because just the character archetypes I was pulling from, it had to be a hammer. And then I realized after last week's session, it's like, oh wait, stop, hammer time.
Oh. Only if she does the dance as well as part of this.
She might very well, but this is where we're kind of. This is where we end.
Who knows what she's doing while we're not looking?
And that's the biggest thing is, as far as you guys know, she could just be stopping time to move and do stuff while she's off camera, and it's like so incongruencies are explainable with her if this was actually animated or something. All right,
like the X-Men movies where Quicksilver was just running around fast.
Never saw that one actually. I only saw the Marvel Quicksilver, the MCU Quicksilver.
Ah, yeah, the one that died really quickly.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, he died after having some great lines with Hawkeye, who already had some of the best lines.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. End of session. I'm going to start with the with Team Lara here. Did you feel like you connected to someone, changed your perspective, or took care of yourself?
Changed my perspective.
Explain how you view someone in a different light, then change the type of link you have with them and mark experience.
I definitely am viewing Sohoy in a different light at this point.
Okay.
Because of the nature of attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you said change the links.
Yep, so right now you have a mastery link with him.
I am going to have a dark link with him.
Oh man, dark link with Sohoy. I never thought we'd see the day here.
Madness! What is this?
What? No one has dark links with him?
Someone's going to get a mastery link with Zeiston. Next, you're going to tell me someone's going to want to make a mastery link with Zeiston for some reason.
Actually, dear, I can't.
Why?
You don't have a link with Sohoy.
Did I use it up?
I think you did.
Oh, you already spent it.
Okay. Yeah. Can I make?
And it wasn't well
spent.
Yeah, we'll just give you a link to Sohoy instead. We'll just choose the first option, connect to someone. Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah, you just don't get experience.
I must have used it up earlier.
Yeah, I think you might have actually spent it.
Yeah, that's what I figure is that I must have spent it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because I know I had one at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all drifting apart from each other.
Yeah, that's kind of how things are going, actually.
We're both getting closer to each other, but drifting.
Yeah, but I feel like this is the correct point of...
I also didn't realize until looking at things now that I actually have a heart link with Zeiston. I thought I had...
Yes, you did.
He has a heart link with me.
Yeah. You have a heart link with Janox and Jafar.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Got Sohoy added.
Though he spent my link.
Because it's spent doesn't mean it's gone. It just...
I know.
He is so firm in that link with you, so...
Yes, I know.
So speaking
He's in love with me.
Speaking of Zeiston, did you connect to someone, change your perspective, or take care of yourself?
I think I connected with Sohoy because
okay.
I got to learn about this darkness in everyone.
Mm-hmm. What kind of link do you have?
So I think I'm going to give it. I think it's going to be a heart link.
Okay.
Man, all the surprise links with Sohoy today.
Well, to be fair, Sohoy did kind of drive the plot for, no, not a dark link. did kind of drive the plot for today. So.
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
He blank this episode.
Yeah. All right. Janox, did you connect to
I
someone?
mean, he
change
saw
your...
Heartless. He had the tech.
Janox, do you change your perspective, connect to someone, or take care of yourself?
I think I also had a change in perspective as well with Sohoy.
Jeez.
But I don't know if I want to say it's a Dark Link, unlike everyone else. Like, this just shows me he's a little bit more unexpected than I. Like, how does this handle when currently I have an
I mean, the thing is, everyone would probably remember
or...
that you had to drag Sohoy out of the canals when he dove in.
Yeah, on the dark side.
True, I saw
the dark sides.
very little. It's just this time it impacted people a little bit more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I don't want to say I can be angry at him right now overall because I get where some of that supposedly came from. So I actually would like to change my. I would like to change it to a light link with Sohoy, actually.
Okay.
I kind of respect him a little bit more knowing that he does have some drive and influence as his own person.
I mean, this is kind of the opposite of that, but okay. This is the character losing his mind, but yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know he's losing his mind. I think
True.
he's showing more intrigue to what person he is.
Yeah, well, killing your teammates.
He's showing more. When ironically, yeah, maybe he is.
Yeah.
And last but
that's
definitely
right.
not least,
just fun.
Sohoy.
I don't know. I really. Can I form a dark link with Sohoy? Can I form a dark link with Sohoy?
Can Sohoy have a dark link with Sohoy?
No, that's.
Hey, he won't even let me make a link with myself.
I know. Well, he's already bent that because I have a link with Silas, but
Silas is
he's already bent that rule.
More...
It's just it. Yeah. The difference is that Silas constantly talks to me, whereas you are both of those characters. So,
Silas is different than Sohoy, whereas the Laras are just two parts of her.
Right. I mean, I guess changed my opinion on Zeiston because he did stop me from doing the bad thing and then let me stay. So okay, maybe not a total jerk that does everything wrong. Maybe not that. So yeah, so there's that. He's gonna be. I guess we're gonna go to what was the link that you formed with me again?
Heart.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Heart with that.
Yeah, where you guys right now is, I think that feels like kind of the point where your dynamic is like, okay, you're starting to learn each other a bit, and I feel like Heart is good for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. Neither one is really teaching each other. You're just through that. You're just trying to.
It's this moment of like, I saw the chips were down, and then Zeiston did the good thing, and I'm just like, okay, maybe he's just he's not a total asshole that screws up everything, but just kind of a jerk, but a good guy.
Yeah, like
he's not a complete asshole. He's just mostly an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So, all right, and don't forget, for those, I believe that was Dyson. Okay, I guess everyone but Lara just changed their links because Lara had to gain a link to Sohoy.
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget to mark experience.
Who's marking experience?
Because they chose to change perspective, which lets them change a link and then they mark experience.
Oh, so me too?
No, because you had to add a link.
Oh.
You connected to someone.
Okay. Never mind.
Alright, so...
I'm tired.
Can you have a link with Sohoy?
Wanna go back to bed.
All right. Anyways,
Oh.
as
Sorry.
always,
It's okay. He woke me up.
as always,
let's let him finish it.
As always, you can join our Discord with a link down in the description to chat with us or discuss the channel and channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. Like, what are your feelings on Sohoy and how have they changed? You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show Carl. Links below to their DeviantArt and Coffee account. Please commission them. He does good art. We commissioned him for some arts that are showing up in our Digimon show, and he got them up really quick, and they look really. It's really cool to have like official arts for them. So, trying to plug for him more than usual here because we just got those. But finally, like and subscribe to get both future content from us and help us reach a wider audience. And so, to those watching us in the past, present, and future, rage against the dying of the heartless, and good night.